Oh, there's a deer up here. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it. I'm gonna try. Oh, good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Meandering Outdoors. I think we're gonna hit Mariposa Grove today and go meander amongst some extremely large trees. First, coffee. I need to wake up. Oh yeah, that coffee's hitting the spot. Just got the van back there warming up. There was a lot of people. Some car pulled up behind me last night, like, I don't know, 10:30, something like that. They weren't too loud, not for long anyway. But then there's like 3 or 4 more RVs back here. There's a few sprinters out in the woods because, as you can see, tons of snow melted off after this last big crazy April storm. But yeah, I'm starting to wake up now. The coffee's doing its job. So I think here in a couple of minutes we'll jump in the van, hit the road, and mosey on up to Mariposa Grove. Go hike amongst the big tall trees, scope that out, and get another little meandering in before we head home. But yeah, I'm gonna guzzle a little more of this. Sorry, I was listening to see if my buddy was gonna go off. There's a cheeseburger bird out here going, cheeseburger. I was hoping he'd do it for you. He's camera shy. I was too before. You get over it. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to cruise on over. We'll see you guys at the trailhead. Alright, well, just hit the trail. Should be a wonderful morning. It's still chilly. That's why I got my puffy on. It's like, I think 42 degrees this morning. Didn't get too cold last night, but not as cold as our first night here. If you want to go back and watch that video of hiking up Glacier Point, and I got to see a buddy of mine that I hadn't seen in 30 years, so it's an episode worth checking out if you haven't seen it already. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Y'all been here before. I appreciate you coming back every week and hanging out and going on these adventures and meandering around outdoors with me. It's been such an epic trip. And I noticed I had some service last night for a little bit, and I saw we picked up a few more subscribers. So thank you guys. Really appreciate you tuning in and checking stuff out. And look like a handful of you really enjoyed the little bit of a homestead video there, moving the chickens and dealing with some of those chores and things that I have going on at the house. So I'll probably throw some more of those types of videos in here periodically. Not too often. Only when I do something that's somewhat exciting, but what a day. I mean, from Glacier Point, up on the peaks, looking all over Yosemite Valley, and now we're back down in the woods, meandering around. Maybe we'll get lucky and see some critters. We're at that awesome hour in the morning I always love, when the sun just starts cutting through the trees, making them glow. So cool. So far, it's been great. Awesome hike. Super mellow trail, super wide, way packed down. Not so much for views, you're in the forest, but that's alright. We'll get into some big trees here after a bit. It's kind of just your everyday forest. Typical deadfall and pines and fir mix, with a bunch of black oak also. Just really taking my time, just enjoying it. Enjoying that nice, brisk morning air. It's like the best time to be hiking, I think. Even though it is, like I said, still got the puffy on. It's a bit chilly still. It's gonna warm up though. It's supposed to be, I think, 65 today. I think that's what it said. My service has been in and out, so I only get updates if I cruise through a spot where it blips in for a quick minute. Looks like it might start opening up here a little bit. Get some kind of a view. And just a filtered view. Not anything super spectacular yet. Like I said, I don't even know if there will be any views. I haven't really checked out this trail at all. It just opened up. It was closed just a few days ago, so, and it was close. I think it took me like 12 minutes. Oh, there's a deer up here. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it. I'm gonna try. Oh, she kind of ducked off, or oh, there goes another one. Well, that was pretty cool. They just kind of bombed off the side of the hill. It gets pretty steep, and there's a little bit of that view. It opened up a little bit more. Not a whole lot though. Yep, right here's where the deer bailed off. I still see one down there. That's pretty cool. Nice to see some wildlife out meandering around. It's a pretty cool shot up through this oak. I was gonna say, you notice the terrain's changed too. It's gotten a little rockier and gotten up off that forest floor. Man, when I was a kid, we'd see piles like that back there, big old slash piles that they burn. There's a bunch more back in here. So they were small. We called them Ewok villages. I think those are more like Sasquatch villages. I don't hear any grumbles or tree thumping. Just getting the first glimpses of the giant sequoias. Just right there. We're basically on top of them now. All this burn you see is from the Washburn fire back in 2022. Burned up nearly 4,800 acres or so. All right, well, we've made it to Mariposa Grove. Let's go check these big boys out. And as some of you probably know, if you've been watching for a little while, that I was an arborist for a little over 13 years, something like that. And I had the opportunity to climb these bad boys, not these particular trees, down in Mariposa Grove. It was a pretty cool research project that involved UC Berkeley. That was a really good time. I might plug some photos if I can find them in here. Alright, I'm gonna get to walking and paying attention. There's ice now. It's about to get slippery. That's a pretty big blowdown. This is just a piece of it, and this is where that piece starts. Walk this thing. It's a big boy, or was. Got a really cool root ball, it looks like, down here at the end too. That had to be an easy 100 feet. And that's just a piece. Man, the wildlife is just going for it. We know it's spring, because as the old timer used to say back in the day, winter's not over until snow falls on the dogwood blossoms. This last storm snowed on the dogwood blossoms. So it is officially spring. It's pretty awesome. It's cool to still have the lingering snow. Be out here listening to the birds in the creek. There's a few people, but there's enough space between all of us that it's pretty quiet still. Got here early enough. You can really see the effects of the fire in this section of the Mariposa Grove. Do keep in mind though, sequoias cannot regenerate without fire. Hopefully, the outcome from this fire results in a nice regenerated sequoia forest. Bachelor and the Three Graces. Now that's what I'd call some cloud ticklers. Those are some cool folks back there. They were pulled up right when I was in the parking lot getting ready to head out, and they cruised out kind of before me and chatted for a bit. So Mike, Roxanne, super awesome to meet you folks. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your trip, and had a safe drive home. All right, well, we're gonna do this last little jaunt here up to the Grizzly Giant. I think that's gonna be a wrap on this one. It'd be about 10 o'clock or so. And I still gotta get back to the van and probably take a nice cruise up through the park. Go out 120 maybe. Out through Groveland. Take a nice scenic drive. All right, we've arrived. I had to shed a layer. It's finally warming up out in the sun, out of that forest floor, but we're here. The Grizzly Giant. It says it stands 209 feet. With a 28-foot diameter, 96 feet circumference at its base. That's pretty substantial. I think when I climbed, I topped out at 277. And the crowds are starting to show up, so you know what that means. We're going to get a close look peek, and I'm out of here.
You'll have to Google how the chipmunk got its stripes. Pretty cool story.
Looks like we've... Oh, the tunnel tree. It's close by. Let's go run over there and check that out. And then we'll bail. There's gotta be names carved in here from well over 100 years ago. The resilience in these ancient ones is absolutely amazing. Well, it actually looks like does a little loop, and it's the same distance as turning around going back. So we'll continue. The meandering will continue for a little bit longer, and we'll check out some more trees and some more sights before we head out. All right, y'all. We'll see you in a bit. I'll probably just stop at the quick little spots, show you all that stuff, because I'm getting low on battery and I don't know if I can make this under a 30 to 40 minute video already, so I'm trying to keep it brief. What an absolutely pleasant time out here in Yosemite. It's always like hit and miss, you know. think coming in here and diving in right after that storm played off to our benefit, because it has been absolutely perfect. Not too many folks, get plenty of space in between, nice and quiet. You get to enjoy all the sounds of nature. Always grateful for that. Well, folks, we've made it back to the Mariposa Grove parking lot, trailhead area. So from here, we're basically just going to be backtracking. So I figure this is probably good a spot as any out here amongst the giants, amongst the ancients. To end this video, y'all know the woods are for meandering. Get out there, get in nature. If not, you're always welcome here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see ya on the next one.